mysteries of the universe, secrets of love life. Why won't your refrigerator light ever stay on after the door's closed? All these questions and more will not be answered today. And we've got some questions here. I got a lot, so I'm just going to get started. You guys asked so many questions. I hate our audience.
Yeah, I hate them too. I hate all of you complaining about how fast I talk.
Oh, wait a second. It's opposite day.
Ah.
Yeah, anyway. So, the first question is from Takashi Wolf. Like Mama Shiba, but Takashi Wolf. Remember Mama Shiba?
Mama Shiba?
Mama Shiba.
Mama Shiba?
You don't watch Mama Shiba?
No.
You call yourself an otaku, and you don't watch Mama Shiba. All right, fine. At the beginning of the year, I got the Mad Cat Rat, R-A-T, with all kinds of periods. I think it stands for Reticulated Anaconda Tarantula. Just freaking ridiculous. The Rat 5 mouse, and pretty much everything about it I like. I'm not reading this correctly, but whatever. Except for one. While playing certain FPS games, such as Call of Duty, my mouse will randomly spin around in all directions, or can't keep a constant, steady aim, which obviously is a problem when playing this type of genre. I'm going to put the rest of the question on the screen and just say he's asking about the polling ratio and how to change the polling ratio because the Mad Cat's drivers don't offer anything. So you guys see the whole question there. It's a long one, and I'm going to just summarize it for you guys in the interest of time. Now, first thing, the mouse is ridiculous, isn't it? It looks like it's got to be really uncomfortable. Is that mouse uncomfortable? I'd like to know.
I'd like to know too, because
maybe Mad Cats could send us one so I could try it out. It looks like it might be uncomfortable, but maybe the whole like elongation thing where you turn the crank and it elongates.
you can make it for smaller hands too, you know, for smaller-handed people with smaller feet.
Or you could just get a small mouse versus, well, I don't know. Anyway.
Nonsense.
So first off, I'll answer your question. How do you change the polling ratio? Well, you could just use USB mouse rate switcher. It's software. I do not like changing the polling ratio in software. It's kind of cheesy. What I prefer to do is get a mouse that does it in hardware. Now, the Zoe mouse that I'm using, the EC1 Evo, I actually like that mouse quite a bit, and it does it in hardware. It allows you to do 125 or 400 and something, and also 1,000. When you plug it in, just by itself, it does 1,000. If you hold down one of the mouse buttons while you plug it in, it'll do 125, and you hold a different button down, it does like, I think it's 400 or 450, I forget. But that's really cool because it is true hardware, and you're not going to run into any of these issues. Now, when you're spinning in all directions, you may want to check, and there could be a lot of different things going on here. Check your refresh rate on your monitor, make sure that's all good. That could be weird. Make sure your mouse is clean. Another thing's got a 5600, they call it DPI, I think, CPI laser. So if it's got a laser, you may want to make sure that that's clean. Check the feet on your mouse. This is a big deal. Now, if the feet on the mouse, I'm not sure how that one is because I've never seen it, maybe polytetrafluoroethylene or maybe it's Teflon, I don't know. Either way, make sure that they are on there correctly. If they have slid or if they've moved or if they've worn down, it can cause issues, especially when you have a low lift distance. Yes, Max.
I have an interjection on this one. My mouse currently, I had an issue with my USB hub on my monitor where it was causing it to stutter.
Right.
But when I plugged it into my keyboard port, no stutter. So check your USB hub as well, because some hubs are strange and act funny.
Well,
Other
right.
hubs work fine. Like back at the computer could be fine, but I don't know where you're plugging in currently.
Yeah, if you've got like something
that.
you're using, to get to the computer, that could affect the polling ratio. So you want to make sure you're plugging it straight into the computer. That's very important for a mouse, especially a gaming mouse. All those things. And if none of that works, throw your mouse up on the ground, send me a video, set it on fire. Fire. All right. Next question is from Godman. It's GODM1N. Clever, sir. Is that a little air guitar solo you were doing there?
Yes.
All right. Logan, I can't stop playing Zweihander. I love it. Do you have any plans for making another album? Been watching you since the original days. Keep up the good work. I'm not sure what that was. Another Zweihander. Sure. I make them based upon what we need for the videos. So I've already started working on a couple extra songs. I've been kind of going for like a Deus Ex theme. Deus Ex is wonderful. Do sex.
Sexy.
Yo, bro, do sex.
Do sexy.
That's what happens when people say do sex around here. Yeah. All right. What the hell's next? Okay. Next question is from Daniel. He said, I would pay a large sum of money for a Raise the World DVD. I have a friend who agrees with me that this is a jolly good idea. Oh, I see you're from Britain. You guys still have DVDs over there. Here we do not have DVDs any longer. We have optical other things.
Optical, other things. Quite.
Quite optical. We have optical.
We have laser discs.
Laserdisc, yes. We have invented the large laserdisc. You can install the same amount of data on 4 times the space. You don't have that, no.
Fascinating.
It is quite. I'm drinking German beer, I speak British fluently. I can say things like aluminium. Herbs. Oh, what the hell? Dude, Raise the World DVD, what would we talk about? Like, we could do like a Raise the World tour, like a world tour. I mean, I guess he just means taking all the stuff on the website and putting it onto a DVD, but that sucks. That stuff sucks. I mean, everything we do pretty much sucks. So why would anybody want that on a DVD? You want to sit in your living room and watch things? You sit in your living room to watch explosions and boobies.
How about 2 hours of crotch thrusting?
Your crotch should not be on a DVD, sir.
It destroys universes. Everybody needs to see that. We'll make millions.
We could do Raise the World, the movie, where everyone is an otter, because I like otters quite a lot. You otter like them too. All right, next question is from Jeremy. His name's Jeremy, but I like to call him Jeremy, because I had a friend who was named Jeremy one time, and he didn't take a bath, so I called him Jeremy. It's in regard to the 7970. I agree that the fan is loud. I purchased a Gigabyte WindForce 1 gigahertz card. It is quite silent, other than the squeal from the caps. Any water cooling systems you would recommend, or maybe a larger fan? I don't like water cooling systems. I mean, there's some water blocks out there, but they get it so expensive that you may as well just buy a more expensive graphics card in the first place that comes with a stock cooler, or you just get a faster graphics card. The 7970 is really freaking fast, but I don't see any point in spending extra money on a water cooler because you're not going to get that much more performance out of it. However, if you want to get something that's like $50, $60, $70, whatever, in that range, check out Arctic Cooling, Arctic.ac, Arctic. They make some fans. I'm a fan of the fans. It's fanception. I made a Fanadox. It's like a paradox, but made out of fans.
This one is for me. Jestem Polski. Hey Logan, greetings for you and your team from Polish fan of Tech Syndicate. I also like heavy niche music. FE Polish group Behemoth, Mike Clements. Anyway, I like your perspective on various topics. I would never thought that Americans, known as very ignorant, sorry, that is stereotype, nation could produce such an independent and conscious event. It was nice to see a Polish accent in today's show. Bardzo dziękuję, żeby oglądasz nasz program, naszą stronę na internecie. Jesteśmy bardzo zadowoleni, że lubisz nas. My nie jesteśmy głupi tutaj, bardzo lubimy wszystko. Ja nie wiem co innego powiedzieć, bo jestem pijany. Dziękuję.
Next question is from Inez. Inez says, hi, how are you? All right, now this is a question that I kind of hate, because most of the time when people ask this, they ask it in like a passing way, like it's like small talk, like, hey, how you doing, as they're walking away, or as they're like, just meeting someone. And I cannot stand small talk. That's one of the reasons I have a phone phobia. Like when someone calls me, it is, I got a weird text message here. Hold on a second. Text message from, this was sent just a second ago from a friend of ours, from a friend of the show. Hey Logan, I has a question. What do you call a post office lady who likes to have sex? Steel Valor wants to know what we call one. I call her a...
She's a slot!
A slot?
She's a male slot. I just got that one too.
Moving right along then. I was going to go into a whole spiel about how I couldn't stand, small talk and all that stuff, but whenever someone asks me that, I answer honestly, and they usually are horrified. You asked me how I was. Oh, you didn't mean that. You just wanted to know, like, yes, good, fine. Next question is from Pete. Now, Pete knows that we have an operation going on here, and this is what we do in the evenings to, appease the Dark Master. That's what the tech is all about. It's about appeasing the Dark Master. His name's Stan. What? Anyway, I put this entire question on the screen, but I don't feel like reading it because it's a long question that it tells a story, so you guys can read the story, push pause, and read that. But the question is, he just wants to know if we have any funny tech support stories. So the other day we were out there talking to some of the guys in the office, and apparently one of the schools that they work for, they have the contract, they got a virus. And it was one of those stupid viruses that says, hey, if you pay $75 or $79.99, we'll, unlock the virus or we'll unlock the website. It was one of those hijack things. You know what I'm talking about, Max? What
Yes,
are those called? Hijacker, web browser hijacks?
4.5 years of IT work. Yes, I know.
Yep. So he got a browser hijacker, and it was like, hey, pay $49 or no, $79, and we'll fix it. And so he's like, sure. They paid the freaking $79 once. And they were like, oh, it didn't go away. What the hell? Well, let me try a different credit card. Paid it again with a different credit card. Oh my God, it's still here. Mac user, by the way. Still here. And he's like, oh, I don't know what to do. Got another credit card out. 5 times. 5 times, 5 damn times he paid this thing, and then he called WWBTC and said, hey, we've got a problem here. And they just explained everything, and everyone in the office, like all 19 people, were like, at the same time. That's a pretty funny story from this week. There's some other really hilarious Nigerian scam stories. If you guys want, I will actually go out there and ask the guys to come on camera and just tell their ridiculous IT stories. They may have to like let me tell them because they don't want to be seen on camera, because then their client would know that they're making fun of them. So yeah. Anyway, next question is from Ryan. And Ryan says, hey Logan, first off, awesome beard. I love how you leave it the same way every time. You're boss. Yeah, I don't know what that means. So I built my first computer back in December 2011. I was wondering what is the best, most efficient way of cleaning out your computer, and what to look for when cleaning it out. And what is the time frame of cleaning your computer, like every month, every 3 to 6 months, or a year? Well, this is going to vary a little bit depending on how your case is set up. If you've got like filters in your case, you can a lot of times just take the filter out like every 3 or 4 months and get the dust out of the filter. A lot of the newer cases have the filters, and you can even add your own mesh on the outside whenever you're putting like 120, 140 millimeter fan. Just get some like fine mesh and put it there, and you'll be just fine. That'll help you a lot. Because you just take that, you can actually rinse those things out. Just rinse out the mesh, rinse out the filter. That's fine. If you're not going to do it that way, then you need some compressed air, my friend. It's kind of a hassle to have to take everything out, so get some compressed air. A lot of times that won't get everything out, so if you have a friend who has a compressor, or if you yourself have an air compressor, turn it down. You don't want to blow the capacitors off or anything like that. Just turn the damn thing down and get in there and blow everything out. I do it every 6 months, and I mean, a really good way to monitor all this is use SpeedFan. Look at SpeedFan now, open up SpeedFan every now and then, and just look at it. Oh, it's a little bit hotter. If things seem hotter, hey, my case is hotter. Hey, my CPU is hotter. There's probably some dust in there, or something is probably malfunctioning. Every year or so, maybe every year and a half, depending on the quality of your thermal paste, you'll also want to take the heatsink CPU, the entire shebang. I've never said the word shebang in my life. What the hell?
Shebang.
Listen, boys, just take off the whole shebang and do it up right, okay? You're going to want to remove that thermal paste, do it up with you want to use a microfiber cloth. Sometimes I like to use a coffee filter, because coffee filters are not designed to get fuzz into when liquid is passing through. Because think about it. If you had a coffee filter and fuzz got in your drink, you'd be drinking a mouthful of fuzz and you wouldn't like it very much, so you would go to a different brand. Make sure you get a good coffee filter, not a paper towel. Paper towels leave behind fibers. And fibers are what you want in your diet, not on your CPU.
All right, Foghorn Leghorn.
Now, boy, I tell you.
You lose Kentucky style with toothpaste.
Yeah, put toothpaste on there. You want good? You can put toothpaste on there. It'll work. It's a little bit of toothpaste, but you'll have to change it like every other day, because toothpaste is water-based and it will dry out.
Shenanigans.
Anyway, I forgot what I was talking about there. So yeah, just every 3 to 6 months, just air is fine. That's good. Thank you, Germany, for everything. Somebody on Twitter told me that Germany sucks. Someone in Germany told me that Germany sucks. I was like, Berlin? Hamburg? No. Why do I use a British accent for German stuff? You told me that Germany sucks. What the hell is up with that?
This German beer is good, yo.
Oh, wait, we got one more question. It is sexy time.
Oh, sexy time.
It's sexy time, y'all. This is a challenge. Read this email on YouTube. Inbox doing that voice. Yes, the weird voice that everybody loves. This voice? You shove this voice up your butt. I ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna do the sexy voice. It's a little bit lower, because this email right here, this requires the sexy redneck. Ooh. Okay, hey. From Fernando, by the way. Your microphone is so good. So good. That every time you do a movement I can hear. Seriously, it's incredible. Even the little ones I can hear, my brain end up thinking the sound is coming from my room. Triggering, don't you think? The sound quality is so good that it mixes with the other sounds. In the end, my brain always get fooled, cause it can't really distinguish which sound is real and which sound is coming from my speakers. What the hell kind of voice was that? That's scaring me. I gotta say, this is the only channel that this happens. Freaking cool. I watch every episode since the beginning. You guys rock. And as a matter of fact, I agree with nearly everything you guys say. So I really feel a connection between us. This is unique. Thank you for everything. Keep up the good work. I'm with you guys, Fernando. I will see you in the pain room later.
Remember, when Logan says get in the van, he really does have candy.
I really do. I'm a nice guy.
Yeah, he's very nice. He's got nice candy, too.
It's wholesome candy. I don't buy none of that fructose. Put that fructose in your mouth. No. Real sugar. Cane.
Sugar. Ooh.
Yeah. Put that cane in your mouth, would you? Cane sugar, that is.
Yeah.
It always goes to hell. Everything always goes to hell in the end. Goodbye, everybody. Send inbox questions to inbox@techsyndicate.com and send them about anything. We're going to be doing more sexy time, so send me some, sexy time questions, and I'll answer them in sexy time voice.
Or send us beer.
Beer, yes, please. Beer money would be great. Chip in is also up and running. We'll be giving away stuff based on the chip in very soon because you guys have helped us buy some hardware to do reviews on, and we're going to give back to the community by doing chip in things. Is this thing still running?
Yes, it is.
Wow. Well, bye.
Bye.